back at you. Now I'm getting ready to work on my 96 Chevy pickup. This baby's got over 226,000 miles, and being a 1996, it's 30 years old now in 2026. And finally, I got to replace the exhaust system after 30 years. Now, what's so crazy about that, you ask? When Turbine Guy was growing up, we were lucky to get mufflers that last 2, 3, maybe even 4 years sometimes. But these new stainless mufflers that they start putting in these trucks and other vehicles made all the difference. I think this exhaust could have lasted a lot longer, except for the fact that I had problems with my fuel injectors, and I've been dumping a bunch of gas into the engine, pretty doggone positive that I plugged up the catalytic converters. Plus, if you look at the muffler, you can actually tell it's starting to go. But hey, being a Minnesota truck for the most of its miles of its life, 30 years, 226,000 miles, that's pretty damn good. Now you can hear this thing ain't running right. It came up with an EGR error, exhaust gas recirc, but I replaced the EGR valve and cleaned all that out, so I don't think that's the issue. So I got online and did my research, and I found out that this being an entirely welded exhaust system, I was pretty much going to have to replace the whole thing. Well, I already got to do the catalytic converters, and I already got to do the muffler. All you got left in there is that Y pipe and the tailpipe. So I got online and did my research, carparts.com, Parts Geek, Rock Auto, and it turns out that I was able to order exact same part numbers for cheapest on eBay. And we can see right here, we got our double inlet, single outlet muffler, just as it's supposed to be. I got my assemblable catalytic converters right here for the front part. I got my Y pipe right here, and I got my tailpipe running all the way back. Well, you'll notice they pack it in this stuff. That's just so all the sharp ends don't have issues. And then last but not least, had to get myself 4 brand new oxygen sensors. Now these oxygen sensors come with different ends, as we can see, so make sure you're ordering the exact right parts when you do. And the flat plate gasket that goes between the Y pipe and the catalytic converters. Right down there. Thing to note is, although the entire system that was in there was welded in stainless steel, I'm not going to afford that. That is very expensive to purchase and get in. What I'm doing is piece parting it together, and most of this is what's called aluminized steel, where it's most likely hot dipped aluminum on the outside, so that aluminum will provide a coating or a barrier to protect it once it starts oxidizing. That should be all the main parts I need right there. I might need a couple of clamps or whatever, and I'll figure that out when I cut the old one out and I put this one in, or at least line it up to put it in. Then I'll see what I need. And I can just pick that stuff up at the local hardware store or auto store cheap enough. Well, time to get the project going. I'll get all the old stuff out of there, maybe give you a look under, see what we got, and go from there. First thing I did was elevate my truck up just a few inches. I don't have a lift or nothing like that. Of course, I got a jacket, I could block it. But when I just back up a couple of 1-bys like that and put the tire on it, there's no chance of this thing ever falling off and causing danger. Another reason I just do that, especially down here, is I only need a little bit of clearance, and I just don't have enough in my garage. Actually, I had to get smaller size tires, shorter tires, in order not to scrape my truck on the door. Now when I get up here and take a look at the exhaust, we can see the muffler right here is aging a little bit, and it still looks pretty doggone solid. But it certainly has some issues where the stainless steel is working through, and my guess is this muffler could be plugged full of shit. Looking at the front end of the muffler, that don't look too bad neither. I might have to take this cross member out. I sure hope not. You can see the flat plate that bolted together with the first O2 sensor I'll have to disconnect. Also see that the gasket, this flat plate's going pretty bad too. But then as we look and go farther forward, there's one cat and there's the other up there. And then they run, you can see the exhaust pipe runs across and all the way up to the manifolds. So I think if I do a little strategic cutting, pipes here, maybe something back here or towards the muffler, and then cut the tailpipe off, I'll be all set. Okay, well, I got everything cut out. There's the muffler, the tailpipe, and the 2 catalytic converters. I'm going to get my VIN on each of these with the paint marker as well as the date removed and stick them in the garage because these are valuable. I don't want anyone to take them out of here. Help pay for the system. But the biggest problem I had dealing with these are these rubber hangers. And as you can see, they were not in very good shape. So I just took the Sawzall and cut the bitches out of there. Easiest way to get this stuff apart. One thing to note is both those catalytic converters and this muffler are very, very heavy. So they're both, or all three, all plugged with a bunch of crap. Getting ready to put this together, I need exhaust clamps, and these do fit right in here real nice, and that fits in the end where it's supposed to. But as you can see, not quite lined up size-wise, so these are already closer together like that. I've been working them apart all day so that it slips together nice. Tomorrow, heading into town, get myself some new rubber hangers and some clamps, get this thing together. Here's where we run into the real problem. These exhaust manifold bolts. You can see that one's almost gone right there. This one's stripped out. I got myself some bolt extractors because the sockets weren't working. That not only didn't work, but like I said, it destroyed what's left of the nut. So I got something else I'm going to try here. I got myself a little Dremel tool, and we're going to try cutting these babies out of here. Got to get the right angle. Oh, I want to be real careful not to get the stud at all. Just trying to get this nut out of here. Okay, we've run into some more problems. Well, I was able to get the nuts off of these. That stud broke. And this flange, not just on this one, but on the other side too, is freaking on there tight. So I got to heat this bitch up best I can and whap it out of here. Right here we can see what's left of the flange on the one side. And what's left of the flange on this side. And notice how this flange had a standoff to it. All the way around. Also got a bit of an issue where this was the exhaust flange gasket that came out of there. And this is what came with my kit. I think I'm going to have to stop by somewhere and pick something up today to match these guys. Okay, now I got to clean these guys off. Before I was going to put anything back on, these threads are pretty beat up and crusted. I don't know what to do about that, but I am running a dye over them to clean them up. Boom. Nice threads, nice threads. See what we can do with that. All right, as you can see, I've started putting it in. I've got the muffler, the H-pipe, and I'm working on the catalytic converters right now. You can see I got 2 bolts. I'm just going to have to be stuck and skip out on that third one there. But this guy right here going in, right, I've had to cut him off. I even had to cut the cross piece going under the front twice just to make her fit. Okay, I did that once already. Measured, cut, and it was still too long. But this one looks like I got the right fit going. Come on. Yeah, I can make this one work. Cool. Okay, so I got this guy in right here. And the key, get this new gasket up and in here. Push this thing up and get a bolt started. One started. Almost started. Look at that, we got fired up. You can hear how much better this baby's running right now. Nice and smooth and quiet. Wow. That exhaust really was fucked up.